Hi everyone, this is Love Crafty Girl. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my first journal, junk journal for the month of July. I'm excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be very different. But I want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit what's going to be happening in the next videos with all my junk journaling for July. So first thing first, the journal I chose. I chose this journal. It's so pretty. I bought it on Amazon. I wanted a beach theme one, so I went looking for one and I found this one. I think it's really pretty. It's exactly what I wanted. One thing about me is I don't like decorating my junk journals covers. I prefer the covers to be already themed to what I'm going to be working on inside the journal. So if my other previous junk journals, you'll notice that every journal that I have that I'm using goes with the themed what's inside. So that way it's one less thing for me to do. Also, I don't like doing the covers for junk journals. It's not my thing, and it's just okay. Everybody does their own. I've seen some really amazing covers on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god, so pretty. But that's just not me. I just don't want to do that. So as for the inside, this particular journal has a lot more pages. So I'm not sure how I'm going to be journaling, if I'm going to be journaling like differently. So I'll explain to you guys in case you haven't seen my other videos. So what I do is I'll use this front page as my day one, and then I get 2 pages, glue them together, and then I'll have these 2 pages. Now it can either go day 1, 2, and 3, or day 1, day 2, which they'll use 2 pages, day 3, 2 pages, and then day 4, 5, which is 2 pages but back to back. Because this has more pages, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it that way, or if I'm gonna do it where every 2 pages is actually one day. It all depends also on the items that I have. Now, as for items I'm using, I couldn't find any cards that were summer themed, which is something that's going to be really hard for me, because if you've seen all my other journals that I've created, they've all had cards to go with. So those cards were like my inspiration to be able to decorate, and it took up a lot of the room to itself. So the card would be like so big like this. I could use a washi tape to like a border and then move on. But because I can't find any summer cards, which has been really hard since May, I've been looking, I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to go on a different route. So I went through TEMU. I found some things from TEMU that might work for me. We'll see. I did a TEMU haul showing you the cards. They're just beach cards. I'll have one right here just to show you. It's a beach card, not like a picture, because it's kind of glossy, and it's got a backing like that. And I think I'll be using all of these as my inspiration. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of these throughout the entire journal. That's all I'll be using, because again, I cannot find any cards at the store that had beach themes. Now mind you, I saw maybe 1 or 2 that had like birthday or thank you card, but it had like a beach theme, but those were only 2 cards. I need 31. So I'm like, you know what, this is why I'm kind of glad that TEMU is around, because it's been able to help me kind of look outside outside my comfort zone and see what else I can find. So hopefully that will work. I also bought paper. I have paper pad of beach themed. I have some other things I might use. I don't know. It's just a lot going on. I have the washi tape, the stickers. So I'm pretty much ready to start. So I'm gonna go ahead and do day 1, and probably do day 1, 2, and 3 for now. And then from that point on, I'll see what I'm gonna do with this, how I'm gonna work on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and prep this page and get ready to go. So continue to watch and see how it all turns out. Okay, so let's go over what I created so far for day 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I can't say anymore. I love how this came out. Just so you guys know, this is the theme I'm doing. This is how I'm going to be doing my layouts from this point on, and I think it's going to work for me just fine. I want to keep it simple. Remember, my whole thing is to keep it simple and keep it still fun and colorful and something to look forward to looking at each one. Now, I feel like I'm not going to have a lot of thickness to it. They're going to be thickness as time goes, but compared to an actual card, the card's thicker depending on what it has on it, plus the envelope. But so far, this is looking really good. So let's go over what I've done so far. So for the cover, the inside of the cover, I'm using this vintage card that I got in Crafty Girl's mermaid kit. One of the things I loved about her kits is that she always put one of these in. Well, not on every of them. A majority of the ones I've got had one of these, which I love. I like putting that as my back cover of the main inside. So if I can find these on my own, I might just start looking for those, because I would like to buy them, but themed for future ones too. But I love this one. So I just put a little bit of ink around it and I was good to go. As for day 1, I love this. So I chose this card because I love the sun on the sand and it had blue. So that was what gave me the inspiration to do the background, which I love this whole thing. Kept it simple, didn't want to put too much because already the paper and the washi tapes has a lot going on, and that's kind of what you want to do. If you have a lot of those papers, a lot busyness going on, the simpler the better. So you just want to use that and then make sure whatever you're using for the top is the last thing. You don't want to put stickers or anything because it's just a lot going on. But I did stick this onto a thank you card, a pack of 8 cards into it, and it's 99 cents at the 99-cent store. I'm sure the Dollar Tree has it for $1.25, a pack of 8. Maybe you can find a pack of 10. I did see them also at Target. They're like $1 a pop in a pack for $8. Like, why would you pay $8 when you could just buy the same type of card for $1 for the pack of 8? So I'm letting you guys know, Dollar Tree, 99-cent store is a place to go, or even any dollar store you might have. Just go and look for those. But this is such a great way to use a card if you don't have a card. Like, I'm using picture cards. So these picture cards there's no way you could write the back of it, but that's about it. But I wanted to be able to open it and have an area to write in. So love this. Now, as for the numbers, I haven't put them in. I am going to be using my die cut machine again to do numbers. The only thing is I wanted to keep the numbers all the same color throughout the whole month of July. I'm just trying to figure out what color paper I want to use and make sure to have enough paper to do all 31 days. So I will come back and fill that in the future. Okay, now for day 2. For day 2, I love this. Okay, so the background paper here is from Michael's. I bought a big pad of paper that's 12 by 12. It was on sale and I had a coupon, so it was even cheaper. I recommend you, if you want to use paper like that, you should buy that. You'll have a lot of paper left over. So when I cut this up, this is what I have left over. You see that? It's beautiful. I can still use this for another spread, but obviously it's going to be a little small, you can tell. So what I would do is I would use it as a strip to cover like one side and the other side like that. That's how I would use that, but you'll see me use that in the future. Now, as for this paper here, this came in the pack. Let me show you the pouch. I bought that at TEMU. It's in my haul number 1 for June, so look for June. I might have it somewhere here so you guys can go to it, but you'll see a lot of the things I'm using right now that's in that. Is that in there? I think it's in that. Yeah, so you guys can see. But this pouch, I got 2. I got this one. I got a Victorian looking one. This is called the Ocean Concerto, and the other one I have is called Beautiful Person. I have it next to me so I can see the other one. Now, what's cool about these pouches is it brings 3 sizes inside, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. I'm going to pull them out. So you get a large size, you get a medium size, and you get a small size. And they're all different themes, so you just have to go through whatever you want to use here. So I ended up using that. I had leftover paper, so I used that for the cover up this little gap area, and then I ended up using these 2 cards. Now my card situation, I have a lot of cards. I bought 2 packs. I think each pack brings about 50 picture cards, which is perfect. I think I have more than that actually, but my whole goal is to use 2 that go with each other. So I used this one because it had the Volkswagen wagon here with the surfboards, and then you see it here as well, which is a blue wagon with the surfboards against it. And I thought that was kind of cool to have 2 picture cards that go with each other. So for this one, I did attach it to a card, as you can see. And so it's easy. Also, one thing before I forget, when you do buy your cards, your 99 cents pack of 8 cards or 10, make sure it says blank inside, because you don't want to have to cover that up. If you get the blank ones, you're just good to go. From the 4 that I bought, 1 pack had writing in it because I was going by the front of that. And mind you, I would pick the most boring ones too, because you're not going to see it ever again. Once you cover it up, that cover of that card is gone. All right, on this side, I decided to get these clear pouches. Now, this clear pouch looks like this. I have one right here. That's what it looks like. It's to actually put like items in here, like if you're selling something like candy or stickers or whatever, and it has a little seal, so you just peel that off and then you close it. But what I use it for is for these. This is exactly what I wanted for. I wasn't sure if it was going to fit the picture cards in it, and it doesn't fit. I have to actually trim the edge of it so I can put it in, which is perfect because the edge is not really what I care for, and it's only a little sliver you're going to be cutting out. So I really wanted to have one with a card and one where I could pull out and put back in. So this one, I can go ahead and pull it out. In the back, I put some Post-its. I bought these at TEMU as well. I bought this a long time ago. I kind of picked these two because they had a theme going, like kind of ocean look, and I thought it'd be kind of cute. It's got clouds, so I could write here. The other thing I could do also is if I don't want to use this and I want to put an actual picture, I can just leave this blank and put pictures here and maybe some writing on the side. But for right now, I'm going to use this as a writing because if I do use a picture, I think I'm going to stick them here. It'll be easier. I kind of want to keep this very simple outside. I think it's gorgeous. All right, on to the next page. So this is day 2. Day 3, love this. Okay, so for day 3, I use these pages. Let me show you what that looks like. So about 3 pouches. They're actually also in the June #1 TEMU haul if you want to look at that. But it looks like this. I got 3. I think 2 are going to be Halloween type of paper, and then 1 was this ocean one. So I got this, and I'm going to show you what the pages look like. It looks like this, and you get all sorts of colors. See, mostly on the rust orangey. There's some green, maybe there's some blue. So I got this, and what I did for this is I cut it in half. I put 1 half here, 1 half there. I want whatever the background is to match both sides. In my other journals, if you would see, some of my journal backings were always different from the other depending on what card it was being used, because I was going with the card. But in this case, it's going to be pretty much picture cards. They're going to be the deciding fact for the background. So for this, for instance, I wanted these 2 to go together because they were orange. The sunglasses were super orange, so is this rustic looking beetle. It's different from the first one you saw earlier. This is actually the front of it with the surfboards on top, but there's some water with the reflection, so they are different. There's some in my 2 packs that I bought also. These are going to be in the June #1 haul, so if you want to see those 2, the packs that I bought, you can see it there. And I forget how many it brings. Let me see. I have one of the boxes here. It brings 50 per box, so I have 100 pictures to use. Now I can't use all of them because some of them are more like vacation spots, like they'll show you more like Greece. I don't know, there's some that just seem more vacation-y part, like also lakes, mountains, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing that. I'm doing more ocean, so that's kind of what I'm going with. But these were the 2 that I picked, and I decided to go around that to pick the background. So I just used 2 of the small little pieces that I showed you earlier, and I did have this as a leftover from another pack, which I might have to pull this pack and get these out because I really like this color. And I put just this paper around. Again, this one's stuck onto a card, and as you can see, this got nothing written inside, so it's easier when it's a blank card. And this one again has the Post-its. So I used these Post-its to go with the orange because I had the same theme to it. And so I just did that. But I think it's just so much easier to do this. And of course, the background, you can see, it's got lines in it, but it doesn't matter to me because you're not going to see it. Once I put that in, it's covered. Same with this one. Like if there's anything open there, you won't see it. So this is what day 3 looks like. I'm really happy on how this is coming out. So far, so good. So now you guys have an idea of where I'm going to be heading with this every day in my July journal. Now, I love these picture cards. If I find more of these of different types, which by the way, I've seen pink, green themed, orange. They have all different colors, but they're not ocean themed. They're just themed at different things. So if you want to do like an orange themed journal, you can do that. But I'm loving these cards. Overall, I love how this came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon with another junk journal spread. All right, guys, until next time.